The ingratitude of Ixion. It was Hera's constant wish that by her conduct she would show both gods and men what a good and serious wife should be. Her dignity and devotion to Zeus were known to all, and for this reason everybody treated with great respect. All that is except one who tried to make his own her. His name was Ixion. Ixion was a cruel king in the land of the Lapids. He committed so many misdeeds that both gods and men combined to drive him out of his country. Ixion fled, but nowhere could he find shelter. As soon as he came across mortals, they would drive him away with stones and clubs, and whatever he sat down to regain his breath in some deserted spot, a god would appear and cast him out. There was not a soul who would take pity on cruel Ixion. Finally, he found his way to a temple of Zeus. His clothes were torn and he was bloody and dirty, a far cry from the once great and fearsome ruler of the Lapids. Knowing how readily Zeus offered hospitality, Ixion entered the temple without fear. As soon as he was inside, he fell exhausted upon the floor. But once he had recovered a little, he raised himself upon his knees, and holding his arms aloft cried out, "O Zeus, protector of all strangers, lord and beggar alike, receive me too, for I humbly beg your forgiveness." It was indeed true that the mighty Zeus would never refuse a stranger hospitality, and when he saw the sorry state into which the once great Ixion had fallen, he pitied him as he had never pitied anyone before. To save him from the wrath of gods and men, he made the greatest gesture of hospitality that was in his power. He brought Ixion to Olympus and sat him at the table of the gods, at Hera's very side. Ixion ate ambrosia and drank the nectar of the gods and thus became like them immortal. But even this was not enough for him, it seems. Now he wanted Zeus' wife for himself. Hera tried to make him understand that she was a goddess who held marriages together, not one who broke their sacred bond, but Ixion had no intention of respecting her wishes. As for his own desires, his conduct made them plain to everyone on Olympus. Zeus could scarcely believe that this was how his hospitality was repaid. Curious to learn the extent of Ixion's ingratitude, he transformed a cloud, Nephil, into the shape of Hera. Thinking that Nephil was Hera itself, Ixion made her his own, and she even gave birth to a child. The result of the union between Ixion and Nephil was as monstrous as the union itself, a creature, half man and half horse, called a centaur. After having showered such hospitality upon Ixion, Zeus could hardly let his gratitude go unpunished, so he called for Hermes and ordered him to catch Ixion and tie him with snakes to a wheel and to place fire beneath it. And since that day the immortal Ixion has spun snakebound in the flames, forever crying, "Hospitality is sacred!" This is how Zeus punished Ixion, who broke a holy rule. Never do harm to a person who offers you a kindness.